Now my life would be filled with meetings, charities, and galas. I swallowed. Jesus. I wasn't refined enough for this life. I was too opinionated, too bossy, and too liberal. No matter what he'd pitched, I knew better than to believe that without me, he'd never win the election. I was probably more a liability than an asset. My incident with the former president hadn't been my first headline-making scandal, but it had been the most taxing, and the one that could have landed me in jail. Ashur wanted something from me outside of sex that I hadn't figured out yet. Whatever it was too late to change my mind. Ashur and I were bound together for the rest of our lives. And don't forget you need Ashur's money to free Amira. At that moment, my phone rang. I paused in the hallway and reached into my purse. Taking a peek at the caller ID, I sighed. Of course, he'd call when I was thinking of him. Hello, Mr. President.
Hello, First Lady.
Ashur's deep, raspy voice washed over me.
How is the fitting going?
It hasn't started, and for the record, I'm not First Lady yet, I said a little too breathlessly. How was I going to keep it businesslike when the sound of his voice made me think about things I should keep locked away?
The ceremony is only a technicality. We've been legally wed for nearly 2 years now.
Most of the world doesn't know this, including our families. I tucked a stray hair behind my ear. As part of our agreement, we'd legally wed a week after I'd agreed to marry Ashur. Marrying him meant there was no backing out, for him or me.
I know and you know.
There was a tinge of possessiveness in his tone that made my heart beat a little faster. Ashur?
Ashu?
He countered. I bit my lip and then responded. You told me never to call you that, remember? He'd said those words out of hurt and anger, but the pain still lingered. It had been my pet name for him when we were young and stupid. Before the family interferences and the betrayals and the loss of my innocence, and the view that the world wouldn't let the bad guys win.
I said only my lover could say that name. You are my lover, Tara.
His words sent a shiver down my spine. Not yet.
Soon. I've kept to our bargain, but know this. Once we're together, you'll crave me as much as I crave you.
The desire lacing his words made my skin tingle and a pulse of need flare to life. Don't you have a country to run?